Honorable Speaker. Order, honorable members, please.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Let me start off with a small confession. I earlier spoke slightly longer. That's because, Deputy Speaker, as Speaker, I don't speak normally. And when I get an opportunity, I did get a bit excited, also because the Speaker speaks once a year during the budget vote. This is the only time I get a chance to speak. And since the last budget vote, I don't think I'll get another chance to speak in Parliament. But I will try and cut short my response. Before I proceed, I'd like to also welcome and the high-level appointees. We have here in the Bay people who have been appointed to serve us in Parliament. We have a new Deputy Secretary in Penelope Chawa. We have Human Resources Executive Kaya Manyela. We have the Head of Security Manager, Zelda Holtzman. We have a new Head of the Committee Sections, Kumbuzo Chabalala. Welcome to you all. I would like to also thank and express my sincere gratitude and thanks to members for their inputs and also for the spirit in which the debate was conducted. Your contributions have been extremely important and valuable. I wish to assure you, honorable members, that your inputs will be considered and taken into account. And also, I'd like to thank you for the solutions and suggestions that you proposed. There are a few issues that I'd like to respond to. The time spent on debates. The Honorable Chief of the DA raised the matter that the House is spending less time in debating matters of importance to the public and reports of committee and legislation. Let me explain again that in considering whether a matter of public importance should be scheduled for debate, there is an established criteria, which amongst others includes, one, that the subject matter must not be sub judice, and also that there is no immediate opportunity available to tackle the matter in the near future. I, of course, as Speaker, I am bound by the rules and can only approve requests for debate subject to the rules. I don't carry my own rules. I use the rules that are there in Parliament. But I have also indicated, even to Honorable Watson, that I have always supported the need to debate issues in Parliament, which is why I acceded to a request for a snap debate, Honorable Watson. And what we did was to take it to the Rules Committee, and they found a slot for it. I don't, but the committee did. Now, we also have a Chief Whip's Forum, which clearly can decide when and what should be debated, and also what should go into the program. And Honorable Watson is a member of the Chief Whip's Forum. I am not. Now, I also want to touch on the issue of not responding to letters. Honorable Watson stated that I haven't replied to 19 of his letters. Yes, last year. I have 24 letters, not 19, 24 letters that I've written to Honorable Watson from last year. 24 letters. 24 letters from May last year. 24 letters. And 14 letters from Honorable Mazibuko. So I owe you no reply, Honorable Member. I've replied to your letters. I have indeed replied to your letters, and but what tends to happen here is the Honorable Member sometimes goes to the media and say, I will write to the Speaker on this or that issue, which is okay, except that he forgets to write to the Speaker. This is a problem. On the other hand, Honorable Mazibuko rightly writes to the Speaker first and then says to the media, I have written to the Speaker. I thank you, Honorable Member, for that courtesy. Now, unanswered questions. In terms of delayed replies to questions, I have consistently been writing to the Leader of Government Business, and I'm aware that the Leader of Government Business continues to raise the issues at cabinet level. And also the Leader of Government Business is here today and has listened to the concerns that have been raised. I have, on numerous occasions, written that questions must be replied to. And that is, I think, an ongoing process. We will continue to fight the battle to make sure that questions are indeed replied to. Now, on the accountability of Parliament, it was raised that there is no accountability mechanism for the executive authority of Parliament. This is not correct, because the governance model of Parliament created the Parliamentary Oversight Authority, which has the responsibility to oversee and ensure accountability of Parliament's administration. In regard to the assertion that there is no oversight of the budget of Parliament, may I again remind the honourable members that all political parties in this House are represented in the multi-party budget forum, which considers parliamentary budgets before it is submitted to the Parliamentary Oversight Authority for debate and agreement. The POA was established by Parliament to formulate and monitor policy directives in respect of the management and administration of Parliament, so as to ensure greater political and financial accountability of the institution. The Parliamentary Oversight Authority is a multi-party body and reports on its activities, including its deliberations on the budget of Parliament, to this House. May I also remind honourable members that the chairperson and I have a constitutional obligation to jointly exercise certain responsibilities on behalf of Parliament, and this includes overseeing the administration of Parliament. The ultimate accountability of the presiding officers rests with this House, which elected them, elected us. We remain accountable to Parliament for the sound financial management of this institution. On interpretation services, Honourable Dudley, I agree. We do have an obligation to ensure that our debates are accessible to all our people in their own languages. We have taken note of your suggestions and will ensure that our interpreters receive the necessary training. Thank you very much, Honourable Member. Sectoral parliaments. With respect to sectoral parliaments, presiding officers are well aware of the problems experienced in the arrangements of these sectoral parliaments. These challenges are being addressed, which include, of course, poor planning by the administration and late decision-making by the steering committees. This impacts negatively on the image of Parliament and the outcome we want to achieve with sectoral parliaments. In conclusion, I would like to thank members who have expressed their appreciation for the extra time provided, and may I say that certainly it's been put to good use. One or two other issues before I leave the podium. Oversight mechanism as required by Section 4 of FMPA. As I've indicated previously, the proposed oversight mechanism as provided in the Financial Management of Parliament Act duplicates some of the roles of the POA. Due to general concern and inconsistencies with the Act in this regard, the Assembly agreed to refer the Act to the Standing Committee on Finance so that it could evaluate the legislation, including those provisions relating to the oversight mechanism, and introduce amendments if necessary. I can report that the Committee on Finance has made progress with its work, and an amendment bill will likely be introduced soon. This is also important owing to the deadlines relating to the Authority of Provinces. Here, clearly, there was a bit of a problem because the provinces were enacting bills which deal with financial management, and it's not a provincial matter, which is why we're dealing with all this, a package of these issues to make sure that all of it is in line with the law, with the constitution of this country. I thank you very much, Honourable.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable members, that concludes the debate on the budget vote and the business for the day.